Good morning, Spreaker World. This is the morning tip off for November 16th, 2015. I'm your host, Danny Thompson, checking into you live this morning, talking everything NBA for the next 1 hour. And you want to check in with us? 407 378 3717 is number to call in. 7 game slate in the NBA yesterday. Big weekend that happened. Golden State is still undefeated. What else is new? But Brooklyn took them to overtime on Saturday. So, you know, anything can happen in the NBA. You have every team but the Sixers have won a game, and the Lakers are on a winning streak. So, we have so much to get into, so much to talk about, and so much going on. So, let's get started. The earliest game in the afternoon yesterday, Knicks versus the Pelicans. Pelicans come into the game 1-8. You know, a team that's been hit with injuries. They're 0-5 on the road. They travel to New York. They get Anthony Davis back after missing 2 games, but they go to New York and take on a Knicks team that's actually was on their own losing streak. Lost 2 games controversially in Charlotte and got beat by Cleveland a couple nights ago. But the Knicks bounced back at home, 29 points and a season high 13 rebounds from Carmelo Anthony. The Knicks hold on 95-87. But really, outside of Melo's 29 and 13, Kevin Seraphin, who only has scored 10 points all season, comes off the bench. You know, he's from France. With a huge tragedy that happened in France, it seems like a lot of the French players have stepped their game up since the incident happened. I don't know why, but they're playing for pride, their home country. Seraphin, 12 points in 14 minutes. And really, in the second half, you can see the Knicks just feeding Seraphin the ball, and there wasn't one player on New Orleans who can stop it. Seraphin was in the post. Even Carmelo said after the game, we were feeding him the post because we were feeling him the ball. And Seraphin was really appreciative of the fact of, especially Carmelo, the Knicks were feeding him the ball. Langston Galloway, 15 points in the effort. Anthony Davis, first game back, 36 points, 11 rebounds, 3 blocks, you know, all over the floor everywhere, just like Anthony Davis should. But outside Ryan Anderson 16, there was no help at all whatsoever for the Pelicans. Once again, the story of their life, the beginning part of the season. But, you hit with injuries, so many guys out. They're missing Agenza, they're missing a Sheik who only played 12 minutes. No Quincy Pondexter. Drew Holiday's on a minute restriction. This team, and Eric Gordon struggled from the floor. So, all around, it was a great game. And, we have our special guest, my 2-year-old daughter, Genevieve, just woke up. Morning, sweetie. Mommy has it. Live radio, what do you expect? 407 378 3717 is the number to check in with us this morning. But the Knicks snapped their 2 game losing streak, and the Pelicans go to 0-6 on the road and also 1-9 on the season. This is not the way Pelican fans will this out. And also, I kind of feel it because I had the Pelicans as a surprise team in the West. But hopefully they can get through the injury problems before it gets to be too late. In Minnesota, the Minnesota Timberwolves went against the Memphis Grizzlies. The Grizzlies, who we talked about all last week with no offense, finally shown signs of life, actual offense. Jeff Green was inserted into the starting lineup yesterday, putting Courtney back on the bench. Green responds with a season high 21 points. Mike Conley, 20 points, 6 assists. The Grizzlies hold on 114-106 in Minnesota. The T-Wolves go to a surprising 0-6 at home, not on the road, at home. The Grizzlies had 6 players in double figures. Like I said, Conley 20, Green 21, Marc Gasol 14-7. And really, Memphis was the NBA's worst shooting team coming in. And yesterday, really was hitting the shots very well. And also, Mario Chalmers, 16 points, 4 assists in 18 minutes off the bench for the Grizzlies. I know Coach David Dredger was wanting to get him more acclimated with the offense, get more comfortable. Hey, and they also even thinking about putting Chalmers and Conley together, 2 very, very good defensive players on the same court together with Tony Allen. That could cause a lot of problems. And also, it plays into Memphis' style, which is all defense. For the Wolves, Zach LaVine, 25 points in the absence of Ricky Rubio. Rubio is still fighting a hamstring injury. Hopefully, he'll be back this week. The Timberwolves had a rough stretch, 5 games in 7 days. They got 21 from Wiggins, and also 14 points and 9 rebounds from Karl Towns. Kevin Garnett, milestone in the game. He reached 50,000 minutes for his career. Just think about it. He's played 50,000 minutes. Only 5 players in the history of the NBA have even come close to that. So Garnett, like a car, has reached 50,000 miles or minutes. It's a testament of him being in great shape. A long, prosperous career, and you want to give Kevin Garnett, a lot of congratulations. Congratulations. He also played a season high 24 minutes, 8 points, couple rebounds, couple assists. It was a little bit of everywhere on the floor, but really the Grizzlies held on because of the fact that they actually hit shots. You know, if you're hitting shots in the NBA, you're going to win. You can play defense all you want to, but you got to be able to score the basketball here and there. And the Timberwolves are one of the teams that score down, go up and down the court, but they really got a solid effort from their players in Memphis yesterday. Like I said, 6 players, double figures. Green shot the ball very well. Hopefully, this Memphis team going forward can actually show this signs of offense. I don't think they'll score 114 every night, but if you get to that magic number of 100, like Lawler's Law, check out www.nbafcpradio.com. Check out Eric Sonaro's new article about Lawler's Law if you don't know what that means. For Clippers fans, they know what that means. For people who don't know, Lawler's Law is the first team to 100 wins 94% of the time. Take a look at the article, check it out. There's actually a lot of good piece of reading and a lot of great information about the law in there as well too. So the Grizzlies in the losing streak, and the Wolves go to 0-5 at home. The Wolves have to start winning games at home. I mean, that's the place where you're supposed to get the more energy. You have the crowd behind you, and to fall short again, it happens. In Portland, in Charlotte, the Charlotte Hornets, led by Nicholas Batum, take care of the Portland Trailblazers 106-94. And Charlotte Blazers lost 5 in a row. Really, this was the Nick Batum game to come back. He was traded in the offseason. There's an article on fullcourtpressradio.com, so www.nbafcpradio.com, coming up today about Batum. Batum yesterday, 33 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists. This guy has been more than just a defensive presence. When the season started, you had MKG, and you had Batum on the wings, but MKG goes out. He'll be out the majority of the season. And Batum, who I didn't think was a shooting guard, and I'm the first one to admit it, steps into this role and has flourished. And could be a dark horse Eastern Conference Player of the Week candidate, just saying. But Al Jefferson, 29 points in 31 minutes. Kemba Walker, 14 points, 5 assists. Jeremy Lamb off the bench, 13 points, 5 rebounds. But really, Charlotte had a huge lead in this game, 82-53, late in the third quarter, around 3 or 4 minutes left. And the Blazers fought it back, cut it to 6. Now, the Blazers have blown the leads, and in this game, Charlotte, they just played so well for 2.5 quarters, and at the end of the third, it just seems like they started letting slip away. Damian Lillard, 23, 8, and 5 for Portland. Allen Crabbe, 17 points. CJ McCollum, 16 points. And Noah Vonleh started his return to Charlotte, 9.6 rebounds. Really, the Hornets have to start holding on to leads because really, in the NBA, if you don't hold on to leads, you're not going to win games, especially if you get up big points. Also, PJ Harrison got injured in the game. No word on his injury. Right leg contusion. He didn't come back. He could be available for the Hornets' next game on Tuesday when they travel to New York. Blazers will play on the road at San Antonio tomorrow, and the reverse of the LaMarcus Aldridge game from earlier in the week. So, 407-378-3717. We're going to take a quick break here on the Morning Tip-Off. Let's pay some bills, and after the break, Lakers, Kobe, winning streak? Sounds interesting. We'll be right back.
Are you looking for your dream home? Or are you looking to move out of your current home and find the home to start the next chapter of your life? Look no further. Jim Fouquet with Century 21 Rue Realty is your go-to guy to help you with all your needs. Specializing in West Orange County, Lake County, and Ocoee, his goal is to take care of you from the beginning to the end and is not satisfied until the job is complete. Stop by 401 West Colonial Drive, Suite 7, or give him a call, 321-945-6832. Jim Fouquet with Century 21 Rue Realty.
Listeners, now I know you've heard of this up-and-coming brand Hoop Culture, which is headquartered right here in Orlando, Florida. But here's something that you didn't know. They are opening a flagship store in Fashion Square Mall, downstairs right in front of the movie theater. That's right, the brand that has brought you the iconic Eat Sleep Ball design is bringing their streetwear brand to retail. Stay ahead of the fashion trends. Go visit them online at hoopculture.com or follow them at Hoop Culture. Our listeners save 30% off your next order. Use the code RADIO checkout.
Looking to expand your reach and following in all platforms of media? Need a jumpstart in expanding your brand to all markets across the world? Sofo is here for you. Sofo means something for everyone, and they help expand your business through all platforms of media. Need to grow on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram? Their experienced team expands your brand and puts your business in places you would have never been before. Call Sofo at 407-607-9862 or follow Sofo LLC on Instagram.
Welcome to Late Night Parents. I'm your host, Ted Hicks. We have a weekly podcast where we sit down and talk with game changers in the sports, technology, education fields. We even do product reviews and giveaways. Why, you ask? Because we're all parents. So if you're ready for an up-close and personal look, then you can check out our podcast. New episodes are available every Thursday. Catch us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter. That's Late Night Parents. The site is latenightparents.com.
Are you looking for a fun experience on the water with your family? Bring them to the Orlando Water Sports Complex, located off Highway 528 near OIA. The Orlando Water Sports Complex provides an experience you won't soon forget, featuring cable wakeboarding, as well as the Super Air Nautique G23, the world's best wakeboarding and wake surfing boat for guests to enjoy. For more info, visit actionparks.com. That's AKTIONPARKS.com. And tell them Full Court Press sent you.
We are back on the morning tip on Spreaker 787, checking into you live. And